Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Arena. Former Union Defence and Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's son Utpal Parrikar resigned from the BJP on Friday and declared that he will contest the upcoming Goa Assembly elections as an independent candidate from Panjim. Utpal sought the blessing of Goddess Mahalakshmi at Mahalakshmi Temple in Panjim on Friday and made this announcement. Utpal also said that several parties and leaders were in touch with him and had made offers. He said that he will take forward his father Manohar Parrikar's legacy and protect Goa.
In spite of that, for some reason, I am not able to get the candidature of Panji constituency. It has been given to someone who has opportunistically come within the party in last 2 years. Due to these circumstances, I have no choice but to stand for the values my father believed in and go ahead and let people of Panjim decide my political fate. So I like to announce that I will be contesting as an independent candidate from Panjim constituency. Thank you.
Are you resigning from BJP?
I am that is a technical given. Technically given, so I am contesting as independent candidate. No, that is for the party to tell. They had given me 2 options, but I am not working on anything for me. I had given many options from various sources, as you know, but I don't have that liberty. As far as political party is concerned, only platform available to me is the BJP. The other platform is the independent, my own platform, which I have to do, unfortunately, in these circumstances for the values I believe in.
After being denied a BJP ticket in Mandre constituency by his party, former CM and former Mandre MLA Lakshmikant Parsekar said he would take a decision on resigning from the party within another 2 days. He may contest as a people's candidate, he said. Parsekar said he would keep a watch on the government. He also alleged that sitting MLA Dayanand Sopte had neglected development work started by him and focused on the coast for his benefit.
दीस थोडे असले तरी लक्ष्मण पार्सेकार हो इंडिपेंडेंट उमेदवार जरी असलो तरी तो जनतेचो उमेदवार जाता. म्हणजे 2017 पार्टीन म्हाका तिकेट दिल्ली पूण हांव जनतेचो उमेदवार जावं शकलो ना. ह्या फावटी पार्टीन तिकेट दिवंक ना पूण हांव उमेदवार जनतेचो जाला आनी ताका लागून म्हाका फोना फोनी आतां सुद्दां हांव घाई इतल्याच खातीर आसा हांवें कोणाक तरी सांगप. म्हणजे पेडणे तालुक्यांतली विकासाची कामां हांव करतलो ती कोण आडोवंक शकना कारण गव्हर्मेंटान ती पयलींच घेतलेली आसात. आतां गव्हर्मेंट कॅनॉट गो बॅक. इट कॅन बी तेरेकोल ब्रिज, इट कॅन बी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिटी, इट कॅन बी वॉटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट और हॉस्पिटल फॉर दॅट मॅटर. पूण एक सरकारचेर अंकुश दवरप हे एक जबाबदार लोकप्रतिनिधी.
सध्या तुम्ही ज्या पार्टीन आहात त्या भाजपाची सत्ता येयली तरी तुमचो
निश्चित. अरे ना जाल्यार म्हाका सांग,
तुमच्या जे 48 बूथ जे आसा ते बूथ तुमच्याकडे तुमच्या आता रेडी आसा.
48 बूथ म्हणजे परफेक्ट कंप्लीट आसा.
तुम्ही केन्ना पक्ष सोडटा
वाट पळयता. हांव म्हजी वल्कलां जी आसात पार्टीची मॅनिफेस्टो कमिटी वगैरे ती हांव उतरोवन दिता दवरता आनी मागीर घोशणा करता.
आयज जातले
कदाचित हांवें काल 3 दिसां भितर घेवया निर्णय म्हटलो. आज एक दीस सोंपलो
फाल्यां पर्यंत
किंवा मॅक्सिमम परवा मॅक्सिमम.
सर एक लास्ट प्रश्न असो विचारता.
ना दबावाचो प्रश्न.
लास्ट टाइम अशेंच गोष्ट जाल्ली की तुमकां इंडिपेंडन्स रावा म्हणून सांगले की आनी तुम्ही.
Arts and Culture Minister Govind Gowde became the first to file his nomination for the 2022 Assembly elections as a process for filing of nominations for the 40 Assembly constituencies in Goa began on Friday. The process began with issuing of Gazette notification on the election schedule. Goa goes to the polls on February 14th. Power Minister Nilesh Kabral and another independent candidate from Navili also filed their nomination on Friday.
Owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Election Commission of India has stated that this time candidates could file their nominations online, apart from filing it offline before the respective returning officers. The last date for filing nomination paper is January 28th. The scrutiny of the applications will take place on January 29. Withdrawal of nominations, if any, by the candidates will take place on January 31st.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
The Chief Electoral Officer has announced a C-Vigil app where people will be able to upload model code of conduct violations in the form of pictures, audio or video, and the flying squad will immediately respond. This time, CEO has put in place SSTs, which is like Nakabandi, to check vehicles. Also above 80 years voters and persons with disabilities will be able to vote through postal ballot if they register by 26th January through Form 12B, which will be given to them.
The Chief Electoral Officer has announced a C-Vigil app where people will be able to upload model code of conduct violation in the form of pictures, audios and video, and the flying squad will immediately respond. This time CEO has also put in place SSTs, which is like Nakabandi, to check vehicles. Also, above 80 years voters and persons with disabilities will be able to vote through postal ballot if they register by 26 January through Form 12B, which will be given to them.
The Election Commission has developed one app by the name C-Vigil. Anybody can download that app, and if you see any violation anywhere, you can click picture or you can make audio or video recordings, and it gets uploaded directly on through that app. It gets directly uploaded to the portal where our officers are waiting. As and when any complaint comes, immediately we respond. And to respond to such calls, we have system of flying squads. So for every constituency, we have 2 flying squads in North Goa, and we also have SST. They are stationed at 13 different locations. This is like Naka, which traffic police usually puts, but this time this is for election management. At these SSTs, we have a magistrate or police officer. They check randomly vehicles, people crossing that location. Everything is examined from the perspective of model code of conduct once election is announced. This year, Election Commission has made one special provision for those voters who find it difficult to come and vote at the polling station. 2 important categories are: one is senior voters, those who are above 80 years of age, and second category is of voters with some physical disability. These 2 types of voters have been given the facility of postal ballot. Our team has already distributed Form 12D. Form 12D is basically the application from voter to returning officer to give him facility of postal ballot. Since these voters are already identified and tagged in our electoral roll, we have distributed Form 12D to these 2 categories of voters, and these voters are expected to submit their application from now till 26th of January. All the applications which are received till 26th of January will be considered, and postal ballot facility will be made available to those voters. To take their vote, our polling teams will visit their houses. In our electoral roll database, we have details of these voters and their residential addresses. So our team will visit their residence to take their votes, which will be most likely will start that process around 5th of February and it will go on till 12th of February. We have identified 15,590 voters who are 80 plus years age in North Goa district. And so far we have identified 4,827 voters with physical disability. So around 20,000 voters will avail facility of postal ballot. Form 12B has already been distributed.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
Goa police has already dropped the alleged sex abuse case against former Minister Milind Naik, but now the Murmugaon Municipal Councillors Shraddha Monkar, Yogita Parsekar and former MMC Chairperson Bhavana Bosle, along with several women from the area, said they will knock the doors of the High Court in this regard. They allege that due to political pressure, the case has been dropped.
Goa police has already dropped the LA sex scandal case against the former minister Milil Naik, but now the Murmugaon municipal councillor, that is Shraddha Monkar, Yogita Parsekar and former MMC chairperson Bhavna Bhosle, along with several women from the areas, said that they will knock the doors of the High Court in this regards. They alleged that due to political pressure, the case has been dropped. Watch.
हांव विचारूंक सोदतां की जर ट्रान्सफर केलें जाल्यार एकदां सुद्दां इन्वेस्टिगेशनान स्टेटमेंट घेवपाक ना कंप्लेनराक आपोवंक ना कोण कल्प्रेट आसा ताका आपोवंक ना विक्टिमाक आपोवंक ना विसल ब्लोअराक आपोवंक ना सो इन्वेस्टिगेशन केली तरी कोणाची की आतां जर जेन्ना आतां गव्हर्मेंट मशिनरी यूज करून फाल्यां टिकेट डिक्लेअर करता जाल्यार आयज कितें काय म्हटलें केस क्लोज म्हणून सांगता सो हेजे भितर तुमकां कितें दिसता सो मर्मुगोवाचो जो आतां कॅन्डिडेट म्हणून डिक्लेअर केला ताका वाचोवपाक गव्हर्मेंट सगळी आपलो फोर्स लायता आपल्या गव्हर्मेंट मिशनरी यूज करून पावर यूज करून पुलिसाक आसा ते आपल्या पावराच्या अंडर ते यूज करता जे विक्टिमाक आसा ते विक्टिमाक सुद्दां तेंच्यांनी खंय ना खंय ड्रायव्ह दिवन धमकोवन आपल्या सायडीक केल्लेले आसा ताका केस क्लोज कशी कर म्हणटा खंयची धाकटी सुद्दां केस धर एक कितें टायर सुद्दां एक कोण चोरून व्हरता जाल्यार सुद्दां ताका आफयता न्हू सो येदे व्हडले जर मिनिस्टराचेर कांड जाले तो रिजायन जालो रिजायन ओगी जाता कोणूय सांगतलो तो रिजायन जातलो ना जावचो 1.5 म्हयनो लिपोवन बसलो न्हू हे हांव आनी हे सांगिना सगळं तुका मर्मुगोवाचे लोक सांगतले की 1.5 म्हयनो तो लिपोवन बसलेलो कित्याक बसलेलो तुवें कांय करूंक ना मरे छाती ठोकून सांगूंक जाय आसलेले डिफॉर्मेशनाचे केस घालूंक जाय आसली संकल्पाचेर कित्याक घालूंक ना आयज जी बिहाराक केस जाली तेजे इन्वेस्टिगेशन सारकें फ्री एंड फेअर इन्वेस्टिगेशन जाता फक्त तेजे जाता हेजे जाले जे आयज ते उलयता फ्री एंड फेअर इन्वेस्टिगेशन अरे एकदा सुद्दां मिनिस्टराक आपोवंक ना एमएलएक आपोवंक ना आनी कितें उरलां हां हेतून सारकें कळटा न्हू की गव्हर्मेंट कितलो इनवॉल्ड आसा असल्या मनशाक तिकीट दिवपाक तुमचे कडेन आनी कॅन्डिडेटूय ना बीजेपी पार्टी सारकी काबार जाला दिसता हेंचे कडेन एकूच कॅन्डिडेट आहलो मर्मुगोवान हेज्या वरसून चिंता तेंची हालत कितें जावपाची आसा ती ह्या फावटी मतदार तुमकां मर्मुगोवाचे सारके रीत शिकयतली आनी बूथ शिकोवन असल्या घाणेरड्या एमएलए घरा धाडटली.
Story by Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Now let's take a short break. Welcome back. Villagers of Adwe and other villages of Satari are facing acute water problem with they getting water for about an hour in the morning. Sometimes there is no water for days, villagers stated. Tankers have to be called frequently, but they too do not come on time. One of the villagers suggested that water be supplied to villages as per a timetable.
Villagers from many villages in Satari are facing severe water problems. Some villages get water for just 1 hour in the morning. Sometimes there is no water for days, villagers stated.
आमकां हांगासर उदकाक पयलीं धांदल आहा सगळीं सकाळचें 1 वर जर उदक येता येयलें जाल्यार सारकें नाजाल्यार 1 वरा पेक्षा कमी जास्त येना केन्ना आनी केन्ना केन्ना नासता बी 2-2, 4-4 दीस आसकच ना तेन्ना टँकर केन्ना येयली जाल्यार ती बी आमकां सांगना पयलीं केन्ना येतली कितें ती केन्ना येयली जाल्यार अचानक येता आमी आसलीं जाल्यार उदक घेवपाक पावता नाजाल्यार आमकां गावना आनी 1 वर उदक येता तेन्ना आमकां तें
जाल्यार जो हांगा कोण ऑपरेटर म्हणून जो काम करता त्यांनी कितें करप एक 7 ते 9 जायसर एका वाड्यार सोडपाचें परत 10 ते 11 जायसर एका वाड्यार सोडपाचें 11 ते 2 जायसर एका वाड्यार सोडपाची अशी जेन्ना सिस्टम आसपाक जाय आनी ते टायम टेबल त्या वाड्यार जे लोक रावता तांकां एक ते टायम टेबल कळपाक जाय तरच हें पाणी सगल्यांक पावतलें कृष्णा गावडे म्हणटात त्या कोतान हें पाणी कोणाक पावाय बी ना सोडला तो सोडला वाल एके वाटेन एका वाड्यार सोडला जाल्यार दिसभर सोडला 2 वाड्या ते वाटेन उदीक ना पिवपाक सुद्दां उदीक ना अशी तेंची परिस्थिती जाता एक्चुली हांगा टँक बगल्या कारणान ही म्हाका एरिया अशी दिसता की हें उदीक पाये मेरेन पावपाक जाय अडवय मेरेन पावपाक जाय खोडया मेरेन पावपाक जाय पण शेजारच्या वाड्यांकच जर उदीक गावना जाल्यार हे टाकयेचोय कांय उपयोग ना म्हणजे जो कोण हांगा जो काम करता तो बरोबर ना तेजेर लक्ष घालून टायम टेबल करून सिस्टम करून त्या लोकांक उदीक दिवचें इतलेंच म्हाजें सांगपाचें.
गावडे हांगा मट्टी वाडा आमकां उदकाचो खूब प्रॉब्लेम जाता. आतां एक वर उदक येता मदीं मदीं येयना, एक अर्द वर येता तें आमकां भरपाक पावना. आनी आमचे कडेन तर मोठी आयदनां ना की दुसऱ्या दिसा भरून दवरता, एक बारीक आयदनां आनी कितें आतां उदक भरलें जाल्यार एक बेरेल आमकां पावना न्हू, एक 2 दीस म्हणटगीर आमी एक दवरता, परत मागीर कपडे धुयतले, जेवण करतले, पावना म्हणटा आमी कपडे सगळे तशेंच दवरता आनी वाट पळयता पाणयाची. आनी सपोज आतां टँकरी बीन आमकां कितें सांगल्यार येता न्हू, पूण सांगपाक जाय म्हणजे आमीच सांगचें पडटा, सांगल्यार सुद्दां त्या टायमार ते येयना. आमकां कंटिन्यू 24 hours जाय, तशें केलें जाल्यार खूब बरें. आनी तशें तर जायना जाल्यार एक 2-3 वरां तरी आमकां उदक जाय.
Story by Sachin Gavas for Herald TV.
The MGP on Friday announced its 10 candidates for the Goa General Assembly elections 2022. Already, the alliance partners of MGP TMC had announced their list of candidates recently. From the MGP list, Party Supremo Sudhin Davlikar will contest from Markai, and President of MGP Deepak Davlikar will face off against Priol BJP candidate Govan Gowde.
Now, the MGP has announced the 10 candidates for the Goa General Assembly elections. Yes, the MGP on Friday announced its 10 candidates for the Goa General Assembly election 2022. Already, the alliance partners of MGP, that is TMC, had announced their list of candidates recently. Now, in the new list of MGP Supremo Sudhin Davlikar will contest from Marseille, and the president of MGP, Deepak Davlikar, will fight against Priol BJP candidate Govind Gowde. Here is the list. In Mandre, Jeeta Rolkar, Perne, Rajendra Kurgaonkar, Bicholim, Naresh Saval, Maye Praveen Zantiye, Walpoe, Vishwesh Prabhu, Priol Deepak Davlikar, Ponta Dr. Ketan Patikar, Shiroda, Sanket Naik, Marseille, Sudhin Davlikar, Savodde, Balaji Gamas.
Story by Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
A day after AITC General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee slammed the Congress for failing to stitch an anti-BJP alliance for the sake of Goans, today AITC National Vice President Pawan Verma went on record to expose how senior Congress leader and Goa in charge P. Chidambaram had lied about not being given a concrete proposal for an alliance in Goa.
Just a day after TMC General Secretary National Abhishek Banerjee slammed the Congress for failing to stitch an anti-BJP alliance for the sake of Goans, today AITC National Vice President Pawan Verma went on record to expose how senior Congress leaders and Goa in charge P. Chidambaram had lied about not being given a concrete proposal for an alliance in Goa. Pawan Verma said, I had gone to meet Chidambaram in his house in Delhi on 24th of December at 1:30 in the afternoon. I went with the proposal that given the situation in Goa and with the focus of removing the diverse BJP from the state, we must unite. I sat with him for more than an hour with a concrete plan, but he failed to respond. Both Chidambaram and Mr. Rahul Gandhi failed to rise above the narrow politics and vision even for the sake of Goans.
Chidambaram Saab has no comment to make when faced with the truth that the Congress party did not respond to a concrete proposal to unify and strengthen the opposition, not only in Goa but beyond. The TMC stands for the unity and strengthening of opposition forces not only in Goa but beyond. We gave a proposal. The Congress never responded. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, in her reply to Mamata Banerjee, because the two communicated, said, I have to consult my senior leadership. We waited. She did not respond. After Manohar Parrikar, the BJP is leaderless, rudderless, and unable to rise to the expectations of the people of Goa. It is somehow trying to cling to power. TMC was the only party that sought to forge constructive opposition unity in order to defeat a corrupt and inefficient government of the BJP. We took the lead. We put the proposal. We waited for a response, which the Congress has not responded to. This needs to be known that the unifier and strengthener of the opposition was Mamata Banerjee and the TMC. It's not only important for Goa.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
Aam Aadmi Party has hit out at the politics of family Raj, where BJP has given 4 tickets to 2 families. Altogether, 7 families will control 14 constituencies, Siddesh Bhagat said. Decision will not be taken in the assembly but in the kitchens, he remarked. Politics have become a family business. He also said wives take credit for what husbands have done without stepping onto the ground.
AAP said Manohar Parrikar had criticized giving 4 tickets to 1 family, but now 4 tickets have been given to 2 families by the BJP. Will 5 couples decide the future of youth? Siddesh Bhagat of AAP questioned.
आज खंय तरी पळोवपाक गेल्यार 10 वर्सां नंतर परत हिस्ट्री रिपीट जाता आनी हिस्ट्री अशी रिपीट जाता की तेन्ना एक फॅमिलीचे 4 जण आशिल्ले पूण आयज अशें पळोवपाक गेल्यार 7 फॅमिली आसात. 7 फॅमिली म्हणल्यार 14 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी म्हळ्यार 40ची जेन्ना 14 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी फॅमिली चलयतले हेजेर कळटा हे गोंय घरांत हांगा असेंब्लीन चलपाचें सोडून किचनांनी चलपाक लागतले डिसिजनां. हे डिसिजनां अशी जावपाक लागतली अशें जालां की 5 कपल्स म्हणल्यार गोंयचो फुडार गोंयच्या युवाचो फुडार 5 कपल्स डिसायड करतली काय कितें. एक चलो बापूय आनी चली, एक भाव आनी भाव म्हणल्यार हेतून अशें दिसता की पॉलिटिक्स म्हणल्यार खंय तरी फॅमिली बिझनस जाला, एक कॉर्पोरेट बिझनस तो जाला. म्हणल्यार तुमी बारीक पळोवपाक वता की जी डिसिजनां सामान्य मनशाक जाय ती हे फॅमिली डिस्कस करून घेतले काय कितें. आयज अशें दिसता की हांव प्राउडली सांगपाक शकता की आम आदमी पार्टी ह्या संदर्भांत ना. आम आदमी पार्टी जेन्ना तुका मुखार फुडाकार दिता, आमदाराची टिकेट दिता तेन्ना सगळे पळोवन दितात आनी एक फॅमिलीक 2 टिकेटी केन्नाच दिनात आनी दिवची ना हे प्रिंसिपलान आसा. जेन्ना 2012 होच सरकार बीजेपी गव्हर्मेंट जेन्ना उलयतालो म्हणल्यार बीजेपी पार्टी सांगताली की फॅमिलीक आमी एक फॅमिलीक 2 टिकेट दिवपाना. आयज तेंचे कडेन 2 जण अशे आसात, 2 फॅमिलीक तेमी 4 टिकेटी वाटिल्ल्यो आसा. तुमी बीजेपीन 2 म्हणल्यार 4 कपल्स धरा तूं 2 जण म्हणल्यार टीएमसीन बापूय आनी चली, एमजीपीन भाव आनी भाव. तुमकां क्लियर कट पळोवपाक मेळटा की आम आदमी पार्टीन असले कांयच ना. हे तुमी सोदून सुद्दां काडा की भाव आनी भावाक दिवना, बापायक आनी चलयेक किंवा बापाय आनी चल्याक दिवना, घोवाक आनी बायलेक दिवना. कित्याक आमकां हांगा डेव्हलपमेंट करपाची गरज आसा. एकदां आमदार गो जाता तेका दिसता अकस्मात आपल्या बायले मदीं लिडरशीप तयार जाली, तेका दिसता आपली बायल मंत्री जावची, तेका दिसता आपली बायल खंय तरी मिनिस्ट्री घेवन आपल्याकी हुशार जातली. म्हाका एक अंडरस्टँड जायना इतली वर्सां जेन्ना तुजे बायलेन आयज हेंची बायलो कितले पर्यंत ग्रावंडार देंवन काम केल्लें आसा हें तेंच्या बायलांक विचारपाची गरज आसा किंवा घोवाक विचारपाची गरज आसा किंवा चलयेक विचारपाची गरज आसा. हांगा कॅम्पेनींग कशें जाता सांगता तुका. माय हजबंड हॅज डन दीस, माय हजबंड इज डुईंग दीस, माय हजबंड हॅज गिवन दीस, माय फादर हॅज गिवन दीस, माय फादर इज डुईंग दीस. आपलो भावान हें केलां. अरे तुमी कितें केलां तें सांगा मरे.
After being denied a ticket to contest from Savarde, former PWD minister and sitting MLA Deepak Pauskar resigned as MLA and minister on Friday. He said he was not saddened on being denied a ticket and that 60% members of the 16,000 members from Savarde will resign from the BJP. BJP doesn't want good people, Pauskar said. He also alleged that besides PWD, all development works in his constituency was blocked. Did Pauskar know about him being denied a ticket? Listen in.
BJP MLA and Minister of PWD Deepak Pauskar has resigned as an MLA and a minister. He says that he will contest the upcoming post as an independent candidate. On Friday, he tendered his resignation and he said that he was saddened on being denied a ticket and that 60% of the members of the 16,000 members from Savarde will resign from the BJP. BJP does not want good people, Pauskar added now.
आयज हांवें म्हाज्या आमदारकीचो राजिनामो दिल्लो आहा. आतां हांव मंत्रीपदाचोय राजिनामो व्हरून पावयतलो. भारतीय जनता पार्टीच्या मेंबरशिपाचोय राजिनामो पावयतलो. म्हाज्या मतदारसंघांतल्यान
कालच्यान जायते पदाधिकारी माझे कार्यकर्ते रिजायन जावपाक लागल्या. भोवसंख्येन भारतीय जनता पार्टीचे जे आमी काम 19 साकून चालू केल्लें, 16,000+ मेंबर आमी भारतीय जनता पार्टीचे 19 साकून केल्ले. आयज जवळ जवळ ह्या 4 दिसां भितर 60% मेंबर रिजायन जातले. आता ते चालू आसा, स्टार्ट आसा काम.
60% कितले नंबर ते?
60%. 16,000 जे मेंबरशीप फॉर्म जाल्ली तितूंतले 60% सद्या मंडळाचे जे वायस चेअरमॅन आसा, जे सेक्रेटरी आहा, हे सद्याक रिजायन जावपाक लागल्या. बुथाचे अध्यक्ष जे आसा, शक्ती प्रमुख आसा, बुथाचे मेंबर जे आसा, कोर कमिटीचेर आसा, हे रिजायन जावपाक स्टार्ट जाले. घेवन सावड्डेचो विकास करतलो आनी त्या प्रमाणे आमी फुडें 2019 ते 2021 म्हटल्यार बऱ्यापैकी काम केलां सावड्डे मतदारसंघाचें. सावड्डे मतदारसंघ आतां बरो, म्हणजे सगळ्या साधन सुविधा सगळी साधन सुविधा आज सावड्डे मतदारसंघात दिश्टी पडटा आनी ऑनगोईंग जी कामां आसात ती आतां कंप्लीट जाता. हे सगळें करता आसतना आयज आमकां लास्ट ही उमेदवारी दिली ना. काय न्हू, आमी फुडें इंडिपेंडंट म्हणून कॅन्डिडेट काल आमचें डिसिजन जालें. दुसऱ्या खंयच्याय पक्षाक वचना आसतना अपक्ष उमेदवार म्हणून निवडून दिवपाचें. आमी आतां आयच्यान म्हाजी ही वाटचाल चालू आसा.
After Pavaskar, it was Goa forward Siolim MLA who tendered his resignation today, that is Vinod Palekar. He said that I have tendered my resignation as an MLA and decided to go independent for the upcoming assembly election from Siolim constituency. Compared to overall 40 constituencies, most of the development works are carried out in Siolim constituency, and taking that into confidence, he believes that people are with him. Palekar also said that Go Forward Party not done any justice to him.
IN 301, the first IL-38SD aircraft of the Indian Navy, was decommissioned on January 17, 2022 after completing 44 glorious years of service to the nation. The aircraft was commissioned into the Indian Navy in 1977 and remained a formidable air asset throughout its service life.
It was with the induction of IL-38 aircraft that the Navy moved into the arena of airborne long-range maritime reconnaissance combined with long-range anti-submarine search and strike, anti-shipping strike, electronic signal intelligence and distance search and rescue. The IL-38 is an all-weather aircraft with long endurance and substantial operating range. Navin Jha for Herald TV.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.